Welcome to FML, Filipina Meets Latina.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast, FML Filipina Meets Latina. This is now our third episode,
The third, yeah.
um, which is exciting. Today, we are going to be basically doing what's it called? Who would rather?
Who's most likely? Who's
Right?
most likely to?
Okay. Um, First, we're going to try and start off with a joke each. Cassie, do you want to start with your joke?
Okay, so I have two. I don't know which one I want to do.
Yeah, I have two. I'm going to do
Um,
both.
okay, I'll do one first and then you can do one. So my first one is what did the nut say what did the nut say when it was chasing the other nut?
I don't know. What did that say?
I'm a cashew.
Oh, I think I heard of that one before. Okay, I'll go.
Okay.
Uh, would so stupid. Okay, would you rather eat 100 bricks or a matter baby?
I know what you're trying to make me say. I'll say it. What's a matter, baby?
Nothing. I'm fine, sweetie. What's the matter with you?
Okay, I saw that the other day, and you know what it reminded me of? The
What?
Office.
Yes, yes. It's actually a funny joke. When I first heard it, I was laughing so hard, and I was like, oh my god, it's like so stupid. Okay.
Okay. What did the horse say after it tripped?
What did the horse say after it tripped?
Help, I've fallen and I can't giddy up.
Oh my
I
That's
found
cute.
like
That was
dad jokes,
cute.
obviously.
Okay, what's funnier than 24?
What?
25.
So stupid.
I'm actually killing myself. That was my favorite joke of all time.
Wow.
Ramin's over here like laughing in the background.
He's probably like, I
Thanks for
can't
the
hear you.
support. So funny. Anyways, Cassie, what's new? Anything new with you during this week? Last week, since our last episode?
Um, I got a haircut.
I know, I saw that. You posted. You look cute with short hair. I would look like an ugly
Um,
ass duckling. Like, no,
yeah, my hair was
not for
just
me.
like growing so uneven. Because when I bleached my hair last year, my hair was so uneven, so I just decided that I needed another haircut. But like I cut my hair short, what, like
Hmm.
6 months ago, and then it just started growing uneven again. So I'm like, okay, I need to chop my hair off.
How did was it growing up even because of the haircut you got?
It was growing uneven because I had so much damage from the blonde that my hair was uneven already.
Oh,
So then I had to cut my hair, but even when I cut my hair, I still had uneven hair. So now my hair is more at an even
oh,
spot that
okay.
I like.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know. I think I like my hair short, so I think I'm just gonna keep it short.
So, are you gonna continue like doing blonde then, since
I
it like
want
just
to.
damaged your head? Yeah, you're just gonna keep
I
going.
want to, but I don't want to push my hair to the point where it's going to break again because that's the only reason why I pushed my
Hmm.
hair too much and then my hair broke. So I learned my lesson.
I want to dye. I've been like debating if I want to dye my hair too, because I don't know if you remember, I used to have it red hair for like the longest time. But it wasn't
Yeah.
like that big, bright, vibrant red. It was more like the dark kind of red,
Yeah.
and I kind of
Yeah.
miss it. But then like because I never got it like professionally done, I just did box dyes. I think that damaged my head, like my hair, a lot. So
Yeah.
I like quit for like a long time. But now I'm like, should I or should I just dye black? But my hair already looks black, so I'm like, what's the point? But then I'm like, might as well just leave it.
But if you go like really dark black, it's actually completely different. Because every time I dye my hair black, I always feel like it's not going to make a difference because I'm like, I have dark hair. But like when it's like black, then it's like,
Like
okay, it actually does make a difference.
that's
But
true. That's true.
the only thing is like if you want to dye your hair red, after that, then it's going to be really hard, right?
Hard, yeah, no, that's true. I think I might just do black, change it up a little bit. 'Cause they did red for so long.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've ever seen you with dyed black hair.
No, I think I like did it. Yeah, I think I did it like once, and that was like after my like last break. Because you know when you like get it done, you're like in that phase. You're like, I'm all done. It looks so ugly.
I cut my hair in a mohawk one time, so I mean, like,
Yeah, I know. I saw
I
pictures.
can't say.
It's posted here, Cassie, for everyone to
Yeah,
see.
I don't think so. That is a no.
Other than that, that's pretty much it. Since your last episode, nothing exciting new happened for to tell
No,
our
not
viewers or
really.
friends.
What
No.
about you?
Same thing. All I've been doing is literally work, the basic life here, like work, and then coming home. I'm actually, what I've been doing, I think I already told you about it though, is fasting, and I'm still doing
Yep.
it, so it's good. I started that because I used to do that a long time ago, but then I kind of like lost control. But now I'm doing like 20 hours off and then 4 hours eating. So, which has been hard to get into. That first week was like a struggle because like I
Yeah.
wanted to like snack after my time of fasting. Like just you just randomly start craving junk food. But I did it. I'm on
Yeah.
my second week now and I haven't broke it yet, so which is good. And then yeah, and I leave. I'm going out of the out of town this weekend, but then next week I think it's yeah next week I leave to Colombia. So I'll be away, guys, for 2 weeks in Colombia.
We will still record for you guys though.
Yeah, we'll try our best, yeah, to record and have episodes for you guys. You know, pre-recorded and ready for you guys.
Where are you going this weekend?
It's to a cabin. I forgot, like, it's kind of part of like because Mira Mean actually just hit 1 year on the 17th.
Oh, yeah.
We
Yeah.
celebrated, and this was kind of like another part of it. Like, so it just kind of out of town, out of this little cabin, kind of like we're just like trees, like a little camp, but just me and him. It's
Yeah.
called James. Like, I think the area's like James River or something like that. I don't even remember the name.
Oh,
I've never
okay.
heard of
I'm
it.
not big
So I'm
on
like, let's hope we
camping,
don't
so
die. Never heard of it.
I'm not big on camping, so I don't know too many like camp places to go. So I mean, I would
Love
not know
camping.
anyways.
So much fun. You're missing out, girl.
Well, if we can get Iz into it, we'll see, right?
You know what we should do though? Like I think we already talked about last time. Did we talk about it on the podcast camping? No, I don't think we did.
No, I think we talked about it after, or maybe we
Oh,
talked
okay.
about it before. The first
Okay.
time we met, I don't know. It was one point we were talking about it.
Yeah, I feel like we should do one all together, but like maybe start off with a cabin. It's still kind of the
For our
feel, you know what I
Princess
mean?
Is.
And then let's see if we can get him into a tent. Baby steps. Because I was
Yes,
the same way. Like
just for Iz.
I was like never gonna do camping. I was the same way. I was like, that's like so odd to me. I was like sleeping like on rocks, even though you had like a sleeping bag. And I was like, no, not having access to like a shower and stuff. There's some places that don't have showers, but there is some places obviously that do provide showers and like normal toilets.
Yeah,
But for me
yeah.
at first, I was like, ew, that's gross. I'm like, no, I can't do it. Because I personally have to have like at least a shower a day. And
Oh,
like,
I wouldn't be
yeah.
able to go camping without a shower. If there was no
Hmm.
showers, then that's not the campsite for me. It has to have a
Yeah,
shower.
exactly. And that's the thing. Yeah, when we go, we have to have a shower and everything too. But like, I wouldn't be able to do it without one. But it's fun. Like, once you get used to it, and then you're with good people, good vibes,
Yeah.
with your friends or family, like, you have fun. You play
Yeah,
games.
I agree. I haven't gone camping in a really long time because of Iz. So, I mean,
Hmm.
I did really enjoy it before then, so we just have to get Iz into it for me to enjoy it
Yeah.
again.
And your kids, they'll probably have so much fun because they're little now.
Yeah, I feel like if you get them into it early too, it's
Hmm.
something that they want to do growing up, especially if you make it enjoyable for them. If you make it so like it's miserable and you don't do anything for them in the trip, I feel like then that's when it's kind of like, oh, I hate camping, right?
Yeah. Hmm. Start them young.
Yeah.
Start showing them how to cook and clean, like we were. Barely
Don't
walking,
worry, they're
cleaning up
already
the
on
house.
that.
Literally, it's so funny. Like, as we were, I was like talking to my like cousin the other day, and we were like laughing because like Latino parents and like foreign parents, it was like, instead of coming home from school, you know how normal the people would be like, hey, wait, as soon as you come home from school, do your homework and study and this and that, and then you can have fun or whatever. Mine was like, yeah, as soon as you come home, clean the house. make some food, and then do what you need to do. And I was like, yeah, maybe that's why I failed almost.
At least you'll make
So
a good
don't blame them
housewife,
though. I
right?
love you, mom and dad. Yeah. I still have. I still got my diploma. Still have anxiety. Oh my god. Good times. Back in the 90s. Okay. Anyways, let's get into it. Let's do the who's most likely to. Little fun
Okay,
chat.
I have some questions. I don't know. Do you have questions as well?
I have kind of like just this I just searched up on kind of like online and we're gonna kind of be
Okay.
asking you,
So
yeah.
I have ones that are like a little mix of everything. So the first ones I have are funny ones.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll start with the first question. Who
Mm-hmm.
is most likely to actually be a spy?
Ooh, that's good. So between me and you, I feel like I think like me, but I also have you at the same time. Because
I feel
the
like I
reason why
have like
though is because we're both like very low key. So no one would
yeah,
suspect anything from us. You know what I mean?
yes. Yes. I agree. But the only thing that I think that would make me a good spy is that like I'm really good at like searching and like finding information about people.
Oh my god, yes, yes. That is 100% true. Yes, I agree with
So I
that.
feel like I would be like a good spy because of that, but then
Yeah,
like I don't want to sound creeper on you.
no, I forgot about that. But yeah, you are pretty good. You're one of those. So I would say
Yeah.
you. Yeah, you for sure.
Okay, so that's one for me. Um who's most likely to finish a pint of ice cream in one sitting?
Ooh,
I'm going to
I
say
love
I'm going to
ice
say
cream.
I don't know though. I have a big sweet tooth. So
Yeah,
like
no,
we go anywhere. I'm like I want dessert.
that's true. For me though, like I'm not a big sweet tooth, but ice cream is like my weakness. So I love ice cream. If I'd like, I'm always craving it like all day, every day. I'm always having like a tub of ice cream in my fridge. But to like sit there, I feel like it would be you. To like finish it, it would
Yes,
be you.
I agree. Okay, if you had to choose an ice cream pint to finish, what would you eat?
What would it be? Okay, may sound disgust, but either the chocolate mint ice cream, because no one likes chocolate mint.
So I don't mind chocolate mint, but I don't think I could eat that in a whole sitting.
Mine would, I think maybe like I'm thinking because if I was thinking back, like maybe I want to say maybe 5 years, I was eating that a lot. I was thinking five years ago, I'd probably finish the whole pint of like chocolate mint ice cream, or if not, anything that's cheesecake. Love
Mine
cheesecake.
would probably be something like chocolate with brownie in it, or like a cookie dough.
Yeah, extra sweet for you.
Okay, who is most likely to lock themselves out of their own home?
Oh, me. I've done that before and lost
I've
my keys.
only I've only done that once. I don't know if you remember. It was when I locked myself out of my house. I locked myself out of my car, and then Gagan had to come pick
No,
me up
I don't
from
remember that.
yeah, Gagan she came to pick me up because we were both working at Millwoods. I'm pretty sure you were working that day, but um, I locked myself out of the house. Well, I locked the door to the house, and then I went to go start my car. But then I jumped out of my car, and because my car, I used my car starter. It locked the door when I locked when I went out of my car. So I was locked out of my car, but my house keys were in my car.
Oh my
So
gosh.
I had to sit in my neighbor's house for like seriously like 2 hours, and I was like phoning Iz, but Iz never
Mm-hmm.
answers phone numbers that he doesn't know. So like I phoned Iz like 100 times, he
Oh,
didn't answer,
Gagan's.
and then
It
I
was a
phoned.
Gagan's phone.
No, it was my neighbor's phone, but like obviously Iz
Oh,
didn't know the phone number,
yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
there. And then I called Gagan like 5 times, and finally she picked up, and she's like, "Who is this?" And I was like, "It's me. I'm locked out. Can you please come like do something for me?"
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so stressful.
Oh, and then it was in the middle of winter,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had my Aritzia leather pants, and I slipped and I ripped a huge hole in my pants.
Guys, Cassie is the queen of slipping. Literally, queen of slipping. Like,
Yes.
honestly, every time she would step, I remember winter, every time she would step out, like when she would be walking, we'd always have to tell her, like, bro, be careful.
Hold
Like,
somebody's
literally.
hand, please.
Yeah, honestly. So funny. I think the one time I slipped was, it's not really a slip, but that's when I hurt my ankle because it was during winter. Was I
Oh,
working
and
with,
then
I don't know.
no, you were going for that job interview at that
I was
dermatology place.
hear that, yeah. So I was like going, I was like all ready, and I was like wearing these like little booties. It was winter time, and the booties were like maybe like this high,
Yeah,
barely nothing. But like there was so much snow, and then I called the Uber, and he like was behind my building. So then
yeah.
like I was going out, and I didn't see what are those things called where you park your car, but there's like that stopper there, so you don't hit it or whatever.
Oh,
That little
like a barricade, like one of the
Yeah, the
little
little
parking
thingy that's
barricades.
there, but it was covered under snow, so I didn't
Yeah.
see it. And I think, or maybe like I just wasn't paying attention, and then somehow my boot like caught onto it, and I like completely like twisted my ankle, and I was like so stupid because I was like when I like fell, obviously I was like laying on my back on the snow, and I was in so much pain, and then the Uber driver was sitting in his car waiting for me, but he didn't see me slip or fall, so I was like, and I was like literally dying, but he didn't see me that I fell, and I was like, he was just like waiting, calling me to be like, yo, I'm here, like, where are you? But then I needed a job like really badly because I left the other job, so like somehow I got the strength to like push myself up. And then I was in like literally probably the worst pain I've ever felt in my whole entire life. And I like started getting up and I'm like limping to the Uber and he's like, hey, how are you doing? And I was like tears in my eyes, like, I'm so good, how are you?
I'm so
And he's like, okay, that's good. He's like, starts taking me to the destination, and I'm in that freaking car, like trying so hard not to cry and be like, okay, just get through the interview, just get through the interview. I like walked into the building, and I'm like just limping around, and like there was these stairs, and I was like, oh my god, there better be a freaking elevator because I'm not gonna make it. But thankfully, yeah, there was elevators, and I got there, and I like walked in through the doors, and all the girls like look at me limping. And they're like, are you okay? They're like, what's wrong? And I was like, oh, I'm like, I fell like over a week ago, so my leg still hurts. And they're like, oh my god, that's so bad. But little do they know, I just fell getting to the interview, and I like pulled it through, went through the interview. As soon as I done, I called like my ex at the time, and I was like, oh my god, like I need to go to the hospital, like somewhere. And then we went straight there, and then I took off my boot and sock, and then like when they looked at it, like it was like so swollen. They're like, when did this happen? I was like, oh, like 2 hours ago. And they're like, you're coming in now? And I was like, I had to go to a job interview. And they're like,
You're
you're
like, the money
crazy.
is important. The
And they're
money
like
is
literally like, oh
important.
my god, they're like, this is crazy. And I was like, I know, but I was like dying. And then like they had to go through tests, and I go through x-rays, and basically what I had was like a 3rd-degree sprain from that freaking fall. And I was like in crutches for like six weeks, I think it was.
But did
Still
you
not healed
actually use
to
the
this day.
crutches?
I did for like the probably first 3 weeks, because I could not like walk on that foot for the life of me. It was like so bad. And like I remember at nighttime, because I had to keep it elevated. Anytime you like hurt your injure your foot or whatever, you have to have it elevated. So then at night I had to have like these pillows in my foot here, but I would wake up like literally crying and like in so much pain because like the pain in my freaking leg and the way it was elevated. And like I couldn't do it. I couldn't like sleep or anything, and I had to like lay straight on my back. I couldn't move, and like they gave me painkillers, I think, or like some medication to help reduce the pain. But like it was like the worst. Like I first few weeks when I like injured my leg. Then after that, like after 3 weeks, I was like young and ugly, and I was like clubbing with my crutches and everything. Like going out to like clubs, I was like rolling up to the clubs with my crutches, and everyone's like really. And I like at that time because I had FOMO, like fear of missing out, having a good time. Did not want to miss out. And that's why my foot never healed, because I never actually let it heal properly. So till this day,
Yeah.
I have issues.
Do you still go see a doctor for it? Because you were
No.
going, not consistently, but I know you were going.
Well, I was going to physio because they're like, yeah, if you want it, to heal and be better, to like we recommend physio. So I was going to physio, but Again, I was young and stupid. I was like 20, 21. Yeah, 20 or 21. And I was like,
Mhm.
I was like, I'm young. It's gonna be fine. Like, I'm gonna heal from it now. 27 now, it still bothers me when I'm on my feet for too long. And it still swells.
Dang.
That was my
Dang.
fault.
Yeah. 100% for sure your fault.
Like, so ugly. Like, wanted to be out on the streets all the time. Okay. Okay, who's most likely to laugh in a serious situation?
Okay, that's not even like that's nobody's gonna win that one. That's gonna be both for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, definitely. Like, till this day, I still laugh.
Oh, sometimes I'll think about just like the dumb stuff that we've done, and I'm like, I'm about to laugh from it.
I know. You know what I always like? I think we did talk about it, but I don't think we went more in depth about this story. But like, one thing that it's always like crosses my mind every time, and I like burst out laughing. Even like sometimes we'll be in a meeting or like something, and you know when you're meeting, it kind of gets boring, and you're like start wandering and thinking about other things. Like the
Yeah.
one thing that I always think about though, and I always try to contain myself, is Jasmine. So like, so she's my sister, guys. By the way, when we were working, and because you remember the what's his name? He's like a comedian. And then he like goes into the classroom. He's a comedian, and then he was like a substitute teacher, and he starts naming
Oh,
all
and
the
then
kids'
he's
names.
like
He's like, yeah, he's
yes.
like, that reminds me of Jasmine because like, so here's a story, guys. When you worked with my sister, she was horrible at pronouncing names, and
It
so when
wasn't
we
even
would have to,
either. It would be sometimes just being like not even knowing the actual name.
yeah, so she would like grab the clipboards because we would have the patient information, and then she would go to the friends and then be like, so one time there's this like patient, she'll be like, is there the patient was, what was his name again? It was Echo or was Eco?
It was it was it was it was Echo, but she kept
Echo.
calling him Eco because it was spelled
Yeah.
ECCO.
Eco, yeah. So she would come out and she'd be like, Eco? Is there an eco here? And then no one would say anything, and then the parent would be like, do you mean Echo? And she'd be like, yeah, yeah, eco. And then they'd be like, you mean Echo? And she's like, yeah, yeah, okay, eco, come with me. So that freaking video that I always think about is the guy when he starts reading like Jake Quillen. Is there a Jake Quillen here? They're like, is there a Jake Quillen? And the girl's like, you mean Jacqueline? That never like fails to freaking make me smile because I always think of Jasmine doing that, and then we would even correct her like, Jasmine, it's pronounced this or this is the
No,
name.
do you? There was that one time, and she was like the patient on the list. It said Jessica, and we were like, "Hey, Jasmine, don't forget it's Jessica." Jessica. She's like, "Yeah, Jennifer. Is there a Jennifer?" And you're like, "Jazz, I just told you it was Jessica." She's like, "Oh yeah, Jennifer."
And the name would be on the chart, and then she would come back to the
Yes.
reception desk to be like, "What's the name?" We're like, "Bro, it's Jessica," and then she would still proceed to be like, "Jennifer, there's no Jennifer."
And then people
Oh
would
my
just
god.
sit there and be like, "Do you mean Jessica?" She's like, "Oh yeah, that's what I said."
She would come with me and like acting like she didn't miss it like 20 times. Oh my god, I love her for that. She always killed us. Me and you would have to go running to the back and like hold our laugh because like
Oh,
we
I
couldn't no more.
would like
We
oh, I
couldn't.
know. Like I would like want to just like burst out laughing so hard and I just run into the lab cuz I couldn't. I couldn't contain myself.
Yeah, the lab was, it was either the lab where we go laughing or that one office back room that we would like
Oh,
where like contact lenses. I
yes.
would just shut the door and like freaking die in there. It's like, oh my goodness. Good times though. We had a lot of good times working together.
Oh yeah. Especially when it was the three of us.
Yeah. But we also
Okay.
like worked really good with each other.
Well, I think it's cuz we all knew each other's workflows, so it just made
Hmm.
it easier to work and like we understood what it was like to be busy. I feel like where other
Hmm.
people didn't understand that concept of
Yeah,
being busy and like getting the flow, just getting a flow so that you didn't feel overwhelmed.
exactly. Yeah.
Who's most likely to appear in a viral TikTok video?
Oh, you 100%.
You think so?
Yeah, because you have, well, I'm just thinking off like based off your following that you have on Instagram, because I feel like because you do have a lot of, I have like what, one person that follows me. Like I don't think so.
I don't know though. I feel like for some reason you'd be more likely to be accidentally in a viral video versus me
Okay,
though.
yeah, yeah, that I agree with. Yeah,
I
one
mean, like
hundred percent.
if it was a video that was viral based on like something I did, okay. But I feel like if it was an accidental viral video, I feel like that would be you.
Yeah, what I agree with that one. Who is most likely to cry during a sad movie?
That's not me.
Yeah, that's me, 100%. I look at like a commercial and I start crying.
The only time I've ever cried during movies is when I was pregnant. That's the only time I've ever been emotional in movies.
See, like I'm so like anytime there's like a sad or like even like videos, like even when you're like watching TikToks or anything or it's like sad videos, you don't cry.
No, I don't. Like, I'll feel
Oh wow.
bad, but I mean, like, I don't
Yeah.
get to the point where like I'm gonna cry.
Oh
Again, the
no, I'm
only
like
time I've
sobbing.
ever cried is like when I was like pregnant, and like I cried during a movie that I knew what was gonna happen. Like I was watching The Notebook, and I knew exactly what was gonna happen, and I still cried.
Yeah,
But yeah, like,
no. For me,
but yeah, other than that, like, no.
yeah, no. For me, I cry in anything that you send me that's sad, anything that's like emotional or whatever. I like bawl my eyes out, and sometimes half the time Ramin's like coming with like two tissues. He's like, "Here you go." He's like, "Why are you crying?" I'm like, "It's so sad." Like, I'm like, the dog ran away from home. Like, it's just something so stupid. It's so funny though. Who is most likely to become a millionaire?
I feel like you're very ambitious, and I feel like
Yeah, you don't
I
have the
don't know if I had
means.
to pick. I feel like though if it was between me and you, I feel like probably you over me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Because I see, for me, I was gonna say you and is because I see you guys like. For me, I was like, I see you guys like this power couple that always like works hard towards something that you guys want. So I would always like, I would see both of you guys together.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you've just like you've been so ambitious since the day that I've met you. Like you've had all these goals, and I feel like you have a lot of skill sets to set yourself up to like, you know, be your own business person, and like if you really wanted to go out and do
Aww, crying already? See,
it. Don't cry now.
just, I like that though. Thank you. Okay, I have another one. Who's most
Okay.
likely to become a stand-up comedian?
You over me for sure.
I would, yeah, I think that in that way, if there was a crowd of two people, just you and Lulu.
I'll be there. Don't worry. I got you.
Tickets sold out.
Um, we have the same sense of humor where like we're very harsh, but I feel like you're more joking than I am, where I'm like people take my jokes as like serious all the time. So I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
harder
yeah.
for me to come across as being
Yeah, for
funny.
people that don't get it, yeah, yeah. I feel like I'm always. I think my life is always about being like joking and like being sarcastic. Maybe it's probably the trauma. Because Ramin even calls me. He's like, sometimes he's like, I honestly don't know if you're being serious or you're just joking. And I'm like, oh, like I was like 100% joking. He's like, I just don't know. He's like, till this day, I still don't know.
Okay, here's
Okay.
one. Who's most likely to lie on their resume?
I feel, I feel like you.
I would agree on that.
For me, I'm like, oh my god, the cops are after me. I couldn't even lie about my name. Like, I'd be like 911. I would call myself. I would call the cops on me and myself and call myself up.
I feel like I like for stuff like that, I'm a good bullshitter, so I feel like I would lie on my
Yes,
resume.
that's why like I see. I agree with that one too. And because the way you present yourself, and it's like so easy to believe. Like you can be like, I'm the CEO of McDonald's, and then I'd be like, oh shit, cool. I would believe you. Um, who is most likely to make a new friend on a night out?
You.
Oh wow.
100% you, yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
I
like
think I feel like when I have a few little drinks, a few little shots, I'm a little friendly. Like I like to be, I let myself my loose to be
I
nice to
feel like
everyone.
I'm like that, but I feel like I need more in me than you would
Yeah, yeah,
to talk to other people. For me, I'm just like it's like when I'm like, at that point where I'm like super drunk, I'm like, "Hey, everybody's my best friend now."
yeah,
But
yeah,
it
yeah,
goes from
yeah.
like me not
That's
liking
me. Yeah.
anybody to me liking everybody. But like I feel like you're a little bit more easygoing.
Yeah, no, for me, I think I just need like maybe because I get drunk. Like if I don't like drink no more, but if I like, if I were to like after one or two drinks, I'm like friendly to everyone. Like, come on over, sleep over. I will sleep on my couch if you like. Pop a squat. Um, but I agree with that one. I'd probably make some friends, get their numbers, and then never talk to them again. Most likely. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Who's most likely to cancel plans last minute? Okay, well, I'm gonna say my 2 cents. No, I'm just kidding. Starting drama. Just
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say it's pretty even, but I'm gonna say a little more likely me.
yeah, I was gonna say you, but not because like you've done it all the time. I just feel like you is because like you have kids, and that's a big
Yeah,
thing. Like anything can happen when you have kids. Like for me, I fucking have
yeah.
a cat, so like my excuse would be like I literally like Lulu's puking. Like that would be give me a reason to cancel plans. But for you, like I would just say because like my thought was just because of your kids. Which
Like I think we're both like, if we don't go, we don't go. But I feel like I'm more likely to have a reason to not go because you're right. I have kids, so like
hmm
it's just harder for
exactly.
me. Like so, if I can't get my kids watched, or somebody can't watch my kids after,
hmm
or they get
It's just
sick
a
or
lot goes
whatever,
into
like
it.
yeah,
No, I agree. And also too, even if we did cancel plans, like we don't get hurt. We don't get butt hurt about it.
yeah.
We're like,
We're
and
just
too,
like,
life
hey, see you
happens.
later.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
we have different schedules, like different lifestyles. Like just shit happens.
yeah. Like we're just able to make it work if it doesn't work.
Okay.
Okay, who's most likely to call in sick to work to go to the beach?
Oh, 100% me. I feel like you.
I
I
would
don't know.
say the same
Yeah,
thing.
I was gonna say. I don't know. Maybe you. Like I was like maybe before, like maybe like before having the kids because you like didn't have like that much responsibility, to be like for the kids. But I'm
Yeah.
like for me, like I feel like 100%. I pretend I would like be in a car
I
crash.
feel like even if you had kids though, you'd be like, "Hey kids, we're going to the beach. I'm calling in sick today."
Yeah, true. My kids gotta have fun. They got the vitamin, the sun, vitamin D. Who's most likely to live the longest?
Me. I'm going to say me.
I can see that. Yeah, no. Die tomorrow.
I feel like you've had like a lot of like health issues and like I don't even know where they stem from.
Yeah, honestly, I'm like a walking ugliness. But like, yeah, literally. And two, like, shit, that life is weird.
Like
It's
you
like
remember when you like broke your tooth from a popcorn kernel?
I remember that I was at work. It's so funny because I was just like having the time of my lunch, like the time of my life, my lunch break, and I like come to the friend and I'm like, um, I'm like, I think I need to go to the dentist, and you're like, why? Because I'm like, I like broke my tooth, and then you're like, what? And you were like, let me see. It's just like your whole face in my head, and I was like, yeah, and you're like, oh my god, I'm like, how? I'm like, because I bit into the freaking kernel, and then I had to go into the emergency, and like they fixed it and all, and it happened again. I got a freaking crown done, and I went home from lunch. Again, I wasn't eating like anything crazy. I think I was eating like Skittles because that's like a dessert after lunch, and then like I bit into it, and then my whole crown came out. I was like, what
What?
is wrong with like? I'm like, honestly, by 35, I'm gonna have dentures. I
Yeah,
honestly,
probably.
yeah,
I can see.
100%. And it's not even like my teeth are like bad because I don't have like bad cavities. I don't have rotten teeth or anything. I like brush and do everything. I just like feel worse luck.
You're not allowed to
Horrible,
eat anything that's hard. That's probably what it
honestly.
should be.
I'm not. I don't know if it's an addiction, but like my favorite thing was to eat the kernels over like the popcorn. I would make
Mm.
popcorn, eat the popcorn, but then I would get like I would always pick out the like crunchy ones and I would always
Yeah.
eat them. So every time I eat them, I'm always like trying to eat them gently because I'm like, I know a tooth is gonna break, I know a tooth is gonna break, but I can't stop. And the Remy's like, can you like stop eating that? You're damaging your teeth. Like one of them is gonna break, and I'm like, no, can't stop, won't stop until it happens again. Who's most likely to make a grand romantic gesture?
That's hard.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say you because you've been in a relationship the longest with someone the longest, and you have more experience. Me, like, still kind of learning over here.
Because you're in a really good relationship now, I feel like like that's something that you'd want to do. So I don't know. I think that's
Yeah,
hard because you're right. I would do that because like I know what is likes, but I feel like because you're in such a good relationship now, I feel like that's something I can see you doing.
yeah, no, and I am because like I want to now finally for once.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Who's most likely to apologize first?
Oh, I don't know. That's hard. I don't think we've ever gone into an argument with the both of us where we've had to do that.
Okay, I'm gonna start an argument next week and see who apologizes first.
But like truthfully, I think between me and you, we haven't had an argument where we've had to apologize to each
Yeah,
other. So
no,
that's hard to say between me and you.
yeah,
If I base it off myself, I'm very stubborn, so I don't know if I'd be the first to apologize.
yeah. I think I'm stubborn too, but if I had to, I think I apologize first. But again, I just thought about that. We've never had any like
No.
got mad at each other or anything.
No, I
It's
think
not
it's
like
just
just
like
never talk to you again and block you. Like that's simple as that.
wow, thanks.
And move to Calgary. Like that's it. Like what you gotta do. But yeah, that's good. That's a good sign. I think.
Yeah.
Should we be fighting? Should we be getting mad at each other?
I don't want the drama in my life because I don't like drama. I like hearing about other people's drama, but I don't like the
That's where the
drama in
big
my
ears
life.
come from. Yeah.
If somebody's like, "Hey, I've got something on somebody," I'm like, "Hey, let me listen. I
Yeah,
need
like
to
whip
I
out
need to
my
be in on
notepad and
this."
start taking notes.
Yes, exactly. But just keep my name out of it. I don't want
Yeah,
anybody
yeah,
to know I know.
literally.
Just keep my name out of it.
And so chismosas. Like, you know how we like that meme for Latinos? It's always like you start talking, but then you're like, huh, who are we to judge when shit happens?
Yes, exactly.
Oh my god. Who's most likely to pull an all nighter?
Ugh, probably you.
I was gonna say you.
Okay, so I would have said me probably before I had kids.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, again. I was gonna say probably before kids, but now that you have kids, like, I feel like no, actually no. That's the opposite. Sorry, I was gonna say you would probably pull an all nighter now because like if your kids were like let's say sick and they couldn't sleep, you would stay up the whole
Yeah,
entire
that's
night
true.
to
But I
like
mean, like, I don't know. I'd be unwillingly pulling an all nighter. Before I had kids, I feel like I'd pull an all nighter just because I wanted to.
yeah, no, me, I'm too grumpy if I don't get my sleep, and I will literally leave everyone and ditch somewhere to like catch a few hours of sleep. Like I can't. I think that has happened like when we're traveling. There's been times where we had to pull all nighters because like delays like 9-10 hours, and like you don't want to rent a hotel for like 2 hours. You know what I mean? So there's times that
Yeah.
happen, but I was like the grumpiest, the ugliest, the snobbiest. Like I was like, no one talk to me. Like if you talk to me, like we're instantly blocking you. Like no, I'm not being friends with you no more. Like done. I have to
So
have sleep.
dramatic.
My whole family knows that too. They're always like they always know me as the person that always needs sleep. Now like I'm like fine. Before I would need like 10 to 14 hours of sleep to be like normal.
Dang.
Yeah. But now I'm good
I
off
don't
7 to 8. I need my 7 and 8 hours of sleep. Other than that, like, yeah, just grumpy.
I don't know if I've ever like actually slept 10 to 14 hours like through the night. Is that like through the night that you'd need that?
Yeah, I used to like before. I think it was like I think After 22, maybe I think I stopped doing that. Like I stopped like not needing that much, and I think now I just have 7 8 hours of sleep and I'm fine. But I remember in high school, like my sleep was like to like 14 hours, and I remember like I would not be at school because I'd be sleeping because I could not for the life of me get up, and I would have to hide
Wow.
it from my parents that I didn't go to school because I was home sleeping the whole day.
Wow.
Yeah, my mom had to take
No,
me
I
to the
don't.
doctors and everything. She's like, yeah, there's like you're ugly. There's something wrong. Like they're just like daughter's like, nope, she's just lazy.
Wow, that's a good doctor.
Mm-hmm. Because you know how they say sometimes like can be lower in iron. Yeah, no, it's perfectly fine. I just wanted to sleep that long.
Wow, so it wasn't even like anything at all. It's just you just wanted to sleep.
Yeah, I like just wanted to sleep. Probably
Dang, I mean the
depression.
doctor's not wrong at that point then.
Yeah. Who's most likely to take all their secrets to the grave?
You. I'm gonna say you.
Got a secret? Can you keep it? You know where that's from?
Yes, Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah. Learn from the best.
Who is most likely to get hungry in the middle of the night?
Um, Thinking of myself. I feel you.
I feel like that would be me too,
Yeah.
actually. Sometimes I it's weird because like sometimes I'll go to bed and I'm like, yeah, I'm not hungry, but then like I'll wake up and like my stomach's grumbling and I'm like, I should have ate dinner.
Yeah. 100%. Me, I'll just starve myself.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the thing is that like if I go and like I don't eat and then I know I'm hungry, then I'll get headaches and then I'll get cranky and then like I don't feel good and then I think I'm like getting sick or I'm getting the flu and when I'm really just hungry.
Just starving, yeah. Have you gotten up actually to like go get a snack and eat something?
I've probably so if Izza's working nights, I'd most likely do that. Especially like if I can't like fall back asleep, I'll get up and like go eat a snack if I because like I mean I'm up anyways, so like I
Yeah.
might as well just go get a snack.
So cute. Okay. Who is most likely to not forget your birthday?
I'm gonna say me.
Yeah, I was gonna agree because I don't
I
even remember my own birthday.
I mean like I don't know. It's weird because like I can't remember how old I am sometimes, but I can remember everybody else's birthdays or like how old they are. Or, like I don't know for everybody else I can remember, but for myself I'm just like, oh yeah, how old am I again?
In denial over here. Yeah, no. There's times like where I actually forgot like my birthday was coming up, and like sometimes till this day I'll randomly just test myself and I'm like, when is Ramin's birthday? And I'm like still have to think about it. I'm like, oh shit. Like I'm just horrible. I'm like forgetting things. I think like slowly losing a little bit of memory.
Getting old is what it is.
Honestly. Okay. Who's most likely to die first in a scary movie?
I'm gonna say you.
Yeah, probably. I'm like one of those ones that like you know those movies where they're like, oh my god, and they're like running slow and they trip and they stay on the floor for like an extra 20 minutes. That's gonna be me.
That's what I would have said too.
While
I can
you're like
see you
down the
just
road.
already tripping, and then I'm like, see you later.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I agree with that one. Who's most likely to eat pizza for breakfast?
I'm gonna say you.
I agree with that. On a good day, if I'm like really, munching and craving, like especially when you're in like the time of the month, I have no shame. I'll eat anything that comes in my way.
That's why I picked you because I know when it's your time of the month. Like there was one time we went to Wendy's, you ordered a meal, you ordered like a side of like a side burger, and then you ordered like an extra side of French fries, and I'm like, is that just for you? And you're like, yeah, I'm hungry.
Let me tell you something. I still do that to this day. This is my order. I'll get an apple pecan chicken salad. I'll get the spicy wrap, and then the spicy chicken burger, and then I'll get the fries, and then I'll get like the 5-piece nuggets, and then like a poutine. I still order that till this day when I get my time of my month. And who devours it
Yeah.
all? I do.
I'm like, I remember just like you ordered all that, and then you're like, I got it, I'm paying, and I'm like, who's this
You're
all
like,
for?
damn, you're like, where's that shit going? You're like checking your bank account. Have no shame. Especially someone else is paying for the food. I'm like, let me get 2 number 7s. So funny. Oh my god.
Who's most likely to keep talking with their mic off?
You. You 100%.
Yes, I can see that.
Where's I'm trying to think of an incident where you were doing something and it was not working. Oh no, the microwave. Where's remember? You went to the back of the office because of your break and you were trying to heat up your lunch or something, and it was like a toaster, and you were like
I was trying to make a bagel.
a bagel. Yeah, you turned on the toaster on the whole time. Nothing was cooking. The bagel was still cold.
I remember I go back and I'm like, why the fuck is my bagel not cooking? So I like
Leave
turn it again. I like just
Oh,
kept
no.
turning it. I'm like, my bagel is not cooking, and you're like, is it plugged in? And I was like, oh, I
Girl
didn't even.
starving over here, like only had a 10-minute break, wasted it on a cold bagel. Oh my god. So many good memories.
I totally forgot about that.
Who's most likely to lie to get out of a family holiday?
Probably me.
Yeah, I was thinking too, you. I agree with that one.
I mean, I like spending time with my family, but I feel like you, because you don't live with your family, you're more likely to go and like hang out with your family, especially like if you're going to Grand Prairie, right? You're not gonna be like, oh, sorry, I can't go anymore.
And I feel like, and I feel like mostly because you do have your family here, like you're able to see them all day, any day, versus me, like,
Yeah.
I have to drive. We have to drive like 5 hours to go see my family. So anytime I can get a
Yeah.
chance, like, I'll go.
Yeah. Okay, who's most likely to ignore a social media request from a coworker?
I think both of us. Yeah, because I don't really add, like, it's not because like I like don't like them or anything, but like I wouldn't add any like of my coworkers to my social media. So I'm like, at work is one thing, outside of work is more like my own time. You know what I mean? And I'm more private.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I agree.
and
I
it's
feel
avoid
like if
conversations
somebody,
too. That's like,
I mean, like, I guess it depends on the person. Most of
mm-hmm.
the time, I would probably not. Because, again, you're right. I like keeping my social media separate from
Exactly.
work. Because, like,
Yeah.
I feel like people judge you on a certain extent on that. And I mean, like, that's not your whole life. That's just part of your life, right? So I would rather
Exactly.
not.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. More like, my life outside of work is my life and it's different. And then at work, it's more
Yeah.
like time to be serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's most likely to give all their money to charity?
I'm going to say you.
Yeah. I was going to say me too. I do it. Got nothing to lose.
I'm too selfish. I'll be like, okay, I'll give you some, but I can't give you all of it.
Oh, yeah, no. Which is good though, because you would still give. But yeah, I feel like I would if I like had money. I'd be like, okay, if it was like a good cause and a good charity, 100% would give all.
I overthink it because I feel like anytime somebody's like, yeah, I'd give all my money to charity, I'm like, oh, does that charity even give all that money to the charity that they're like sponsoring? And then I start overthinking,
Exactly.
and I'm like, then they're gonna take a cut of that. Why would I give my money to take for somebody else to take a cut of my money, right? So then
No,
I like
I
feel like
agree.
I
Yeah,
overthink
that's
it.
why like you would have to kind of like pick and do your good research. Because I mean, if
Yeah,
it was like a nonprofit, then 100%, because like they need to make money in order to continue helping like other people in a way. But yeah, you
yeah.
just have to kind of look into it more.
The next one I have is who's most likely to call their manager mom or dad?
I feel like I would.
I was gonna say, I think you.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
think
like you've done it at some
I've done
point.
it. That's what I'm trying to think because I feel like I've done it too. So embarrassing. Like I don't have my own mom and dad. Um,
Probably did it at Millwoods. For
that's what
some
I'm
reason, I
thinking
feel like you
too.
did.
Probably to like Dr. Mahal, she like scared me so much.
We'll have to talk about that one incident with Dr. Mahal next time.
That was hilarious. I'm like, you can say it now. Where was I was yeah, okay, it was like because I needed to go to the bathroom, of course. And we have only one staff stall bathroom. And I think I like needed to go so badly. I don't know if it was because it was a busy clinic and I couldn't like go, but I remember I was just like peeing my freaking pants. And then finally, when I had the chance, I remember like running into that bathroom, the staff bathroom. And because probably I was so focused on just like needing to like pee, I like went to the bathroom and then like didn't lock the freaking door. And then that day, Dr. Dollywall came in too. So thank goodness it wasn't him. And then as as I was in midwife, just like mid freaking white thing, Dr. Mahal walks in and I'm like, oh, and she's like, oh, and then you're like, oh, and then you're like going back and forth, being like, oh my god, I don't know why.
You're like, just shut the door now.
Yeah, I don't know why it took her so long to close the door. But it was the funniest thing, and then I was like, oh my goodness, and I was like so embarrassed because after I finished, I was like trying to compose myself because I was like, what the hell? How did I forget to lock the door? And I'm like, especially if like the boss was there and like the owner, I was like, what if it was him who like caught me in midwife? Like, you know what I mean? And like, I like didn't want to even look at her. Like when she was left, she's like, okay, guys, have a good night. We like didn't even make eye contact. So I was like, yeah, caught me in the act. So funny. After that, because I was like traumatized, I just every time I used that bathroom, I made sure that lock was like locked, like really good. I would put something over the door sometimes too to get like extra careful because I was like, I'm not letting that happen again.
Yeah, no, I remember like every time I used the washroom there, I don't know what it was. I was just so uncomfortable. I always made sure the door was locked and then I had the water running. Cause like I was like, I don't want anybody to hear me go pee. I don't know what it
Yeah,
was. Like, especially like when Dr. Well would like be sitting in the back. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It just weirds me out knowing that he might hear me go pee.
yeah, no, it's like weird to hear like other people pee too because then it's like awkward kind of way.
Yeah.
Especially you don't want to hear someone like dropping a load either. Who's most likely to sleep through a natural disaster?
You. I'm gonna say you.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you with that one. Because the last episode you were saying you were a very light sleeper.
Since like then, like the last week, I just haven't even been able to sleep. Like, just even like Berkeley getting up, I'm like up. And I'm up for like 2 hours. Just because I've heard him wake up.
Oh, really? Oh my
Yeah, I
god.
can't, like, I don't know
Have
what
you
it is.
been
I don't know.
have you been always like this or only since having kids?
Just since having kids. And I think because
Mm,
having kids, like, I'm more sensitive to sound, so I wake up easier. And I don't know if that's why I
it's
wake
like the
up to
mom
like
in you.
Berkeley getting up. So then maybe I'm like just thinking, oh, maybe the kids are gonna get up. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I think I need like earbuds or not earbuds, but like earplugs to go to sleep now because I can't.
So like what's your most do you sleep? Like an actual interrupted sleep? Because like when you have interrupted sleep, like if that's considered like actually not like having a full sleep.
I
So what's
think
the
the
most you've ever
longest
slept?
in the last week, it's probably been 3 hours.
How
Yeah.
are you surviving?
Oh,
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel dead tired when I wake up in the morning. And the thing is that like I start work at 10, so I don't even have to wake up that early. But like
Yeah.
even when I wake up, so I can go to bed at between 10 to 11 and then I don't have to wake up till 8, but like because I wake up so many times, by the time I'm up at 8, I'm still tired.
Of course. Yeah, because you're having consistent interrupted sleep. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
So, I
How
don't
are
know,
you?
I
I
have
just
to
feel
figure
like I
something
would
out.
not be able to survive.
Well, I mean like with kids, you got to get up, right? You have no choice at this point.
Even if I had kids, I'm like, y'all can do for yourself. You can make your own breakfast. Because I literally need sleep. But I'm kidding. Like once you have kids, obviously it's different. But like, holy, that's crazy. 3 hours.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like again, like I think just because you have kids, like you just do it. Like if I didn't have kids, I'd probably be able to sleep through the night because then I wouldn't wake up as often. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, I don't know. It could be just me getting old and I'm like my body's more sensitive to stuff now. I don't know.
But it's normal though when you have kids too. Your instincts and your everything's kind of more heightened. So any noise, you just like in you feel like oh it could be the kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's okay. Say hi, Lulu. Sorry, guys. She's always interrupting our podcast. Say hi. Probably hear her
That's
little purr. She's purring right into the mic. Can you hear
I can't hear her. No, I
it?
can't
Aw,
hear her.
she's so cute.
She can hear my
Little
voice and she's missing me.
No, she's disgusted. Um. Okay. Do you have any other like specific? Who would you rather? What are you doing again?
Who's most likely?
I keep thinking we're doing who would you? No, I can't even speak English.
Who
What?
would you rather?
Who you to the rather? Oh my god.
I
Okay.
don't have any other ones. I think I've asked most of the ones that I feel like relate to us.
Right. I think we cleared a lot though. That's good. Anything else you wanted to add before we close the podcast?
I don't think so. I think what we would really like is to hear more feedback on what people want to hear from us.
Exactly. Yes. I still want to do like that one when you posted the options.
Yeah.
We should do the taco tasting
Yes.
and try like from different areas and kind of rate them and like, recommend to our viewers here in Edmonton, where's the good spots for tacos.
Yes. That
I'm
would
down
be
with
like
that.
one of my favorite episodes too because I love tacos. So,
Yes. That'd
um
be good.
but
So
I
like,
mean
as
like
long
if
as it's only
any
between 2 to 6 p.m., then I can eat.
it's going to have to be on a Sunday then cuz I mean
I'm
like
down. Yeah. Trying to be
that's a limited
I'm trying to be
time for us.
strict with this. Yeah, honestly. Oh my gosh, so much
Are
work.
you going to be fasting like this like consistently now or are you just doing it for a little bit?
No, it's gonna be like, yeah, for long term. As much as the long I can do it. I think like eventually once I have get my body kind of used to the new changes and to, the new hours where I'm gonna be eating between, then I'll take like maybe like a break once in a while. Like if like, let's say we have a date night or something. We want to go out late, instead of being like, hey, let's go to date night at 2 p.m., But then I'll do it. But I have to kind of just get myself into the groove, get adjusted to it. And then that way, when I do have those like breaks, it's easy for me to get back into it.
But does that make it hard then for you and Ramin to eat dinner together?
Yeah, but he's not doing a part of it, so he eats all day, every hour. It's like he doesn't need to. Like he's like the skinny guy, like never like gained weight really. But we try because he tries to come home to be on time when I'm done cooking the last meal for myself. He'll come to eat with me when he can. If he can't, then he'll just eat when he gets home. But
Yeah.
other than that, he's like, okay, I won't push you. I won't, tell you, like, try to convince you to eat with me or anything. He's like, I'm gonna, like, support you on this. I'm like, thank you, because I need it. And it's too because I'm trying to lose some weight too. Like I'm trying to fast and then lose some weight, and then also do some more like physical work, like activity, like
Yeah.
movement and stuff like that. I want to get into yoga too, really badly. So I start trying that.
Have you
Get
done yoga
get the
before?
body. I've had like intermediate though, like very like easy.
Yeah.
But I want to start going once I come back from my trips. I want to start going like at least once a week, and then like doing something else, like playing badminton because I like playing badminton. So me and Remy have already started doing that. So I want to do that also like once a week is too, just for me to start moving my body because like I don't like being at the gym. I noticed that like I can't be at the gym and like do that. So I'm like I just want some activity so it's something fun for me, but it's also cardio. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
Yeah.
don't know what it is. I do like being at the gym, but I think I think I like being at the gym is because like I see results for myself, because not everybody
Hmm.
who goes to the gym sees the same results, right? So not everything works for them. So I think
Yeah.
for me, because I see results after I work out and like I go to the gym, I like it. But I mean,
Hmm.
like I don't know, for some reason, like when I start working out, I get like in my head, and then I get into my head of like how much I have to weigh and how much I have to eat and how much I have to work out, and like I start getting all these numbers in
That's a
my head, and then
lot.
I get like OCD about it. So like
Hmm.
remember when we were working out for our wedding? I was working out like 3 or 4 times a day.
Bro, and I remember, yeah, you were like intense and you lost though a lot of weight. You got
Oh,
so small, like really
I
small.
know.
Yeah.
But I was like so obsessed with it because I remember like I wouldn't even chew a piece of gum because I was like, that has 2 calories. I can't chew a piece of gum.
Wow, I didn't know you were that intense into it at that
Yeah.
time. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And I
Is it
didn't
because
want
did
to
you buy
tell.
your dress a smaller size? Is that why too? Because you had to like fit into it?
So I bought my dress a smaller size, but it wasn't super small. So I knew like I had to lose like a couple pounds and for me to fit comfortably. But even when I got my into my wedding dress on my wedding day, my dress was too big.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you because it had to be a little bit bigger. Oh my god, I didn't know you were that intense. See,
Yeah, I was like,
I wish I can be like that, like for the gym purposes, like but maybe it's because I actually haven't like got into the groove of it of going consistently. Maybe that's
yeah,
why. And like I do
I
have
think
a
that's
gym
what
here
it is.
in my building, and I'm like always like, should I go? But then like one day, it's like hard living downtown because like one day like this is another reason why I stopped. Maybe it might be just an excuse, but like one day like we got a notice and I was at work. It was like they sent an email being like, oh, don't worry, guys. We caught the person that was sleeping in the sauna at 7 a.m. this morning. And we are like, someone broke into the building, and that's where the gym is. Right beside the gym is like where the sauna doors is. I don't know if you remember,
Yeah,
but that's right there. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that's scary. Cause I'm like, imagine if I was just there alone, like seven, let's say, doing it before work by myself, and this dude's just like casually sleeping, right next to me.
yeah.
Or, like in the sauna, he walks out. Like, what if he did something? So he like got through the window in the gym. So I was like, that's like
Wow.
kind of got me because the gym's on the main floor. So I'm like, and then I told her, I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, and now I don't want to go to the gym because like, what if something else happens? And I'm like wearing my headphones, and I can't hear anything around me.
Yeah,
But I think they like secured the window now. So maybe I'll start going once I start like getting the groove into fasting because I'm only on my second week. So we'll see. I'm trying to
yeah,
keep it up in Colombia too, which is hard because we're going for 2 weeks. And like all the food that's going to be there, all the fruits and everything. And I'm like, it's going to be very, very, very hard. But I feel like obviously it might probably break the fast while there because I'm like, I don't want to miss out. And I don't want to have my friends be like, you guys, we have to eat now. We have to eat at this time. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that annoying person.
yeah,
I mean, like, they would. Like, I mean, they can eat whatever they want, but like, then I don't want to be in the middle or something and being like, hey guys, I have to go. Like, I have to go get something to eat. I don't want to ruin like being in the middle of activity or doing something or being like
yeah,
having to pack myself lunch while on
yeah.
vacation.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's hard when you're on vacation. It feels like all that stuff kind of goes out the door because there's just
Hmm.
so many things that you want to do and experience, and it's just hard,
Yeah.
right? So then you kind of like break all like the rules that you have for yourself, and then when you come back, it's
Hmm.
hard because you've just spent how long breaking it just to have
Being
fun,
chubby.
right?
Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how I do. I think I might try. I'm gonna try, guys. I'm gonna try. But like, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and then I have to come back and just get right back to it again.
Well, we
We'll
can
see.
follow up when you come back and then see how well
Right.
that went for you.
Exactly. Okay. Think are you anything else sorry you wanted to cover other than we want the viewers to see like what else they want us to talk about. We do have a few other options um episodes that we have coming up too. So we're gonna be fun.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun recording that one. I'm excited.
Yeah.
And then other than that, this is gonna probably be a late post because we didn't have time because of life, of course, adults. But hopefully you guys enjoy, and then we can see you. We'll see you guys on our next video.
Bye.
Bye.